Know about sardine, mackerel, bully beef, chicken foot, chicken neck, chicken back. Nothing I waste, nothing I dash way.
Hi guys, and welcome back to another video. So tonight's recipe is a delicious dinner. I know the New Year's is around the corner, and I think, hi, why not bring you guys a simple and delicious dinner for two? So we have garlic, we have some scallions, and we have parsley. We also have some steak. I'm using 2 ribeye steak, and I'm going to be using some of my coffee dry rub. No need to worry, guys. Every single ingredient will be in the description box down below along with the measurement. Now I must mention the steak will be cooked in an air fryer. So go ahead and put your coffee dry rub on your plate, season the plate that's called. And then what you want to do is just go ahead and season your steaks. So rub the coffee dry rub, or the dry rub actually, all over your steak, guys. Make sure you press it in very nicely. Flip it over. Do the very same thing for the back end. Rub the steak very liberally with the rub all over. Once you have that done, just go ahead and use the very same steak to mop up the remainder seasoning on the plate. So just turn it around on the fat side for both steaks, just to make sure that you have all corners of the steak well seasoned. Alright guys, so go ahead and add your steak to the air fryer. I'm doing my steak at about 400 degree oven, or 400 degrees, for about 20 minutes, and that's for a well done steak. If you want yours medium rare, it'll be about 10 to 11 minutes, rare 8 to 10. Now while your steak is in your air fryer, you want to go ahead and add a little bit of olive oil into a pan and have this go on heat. Now I'm going to go ahead and add some potatoes to the pan, guys, and this is potatoes that I had left over from my daughter's mashed potatoes earlier today. So I just decided to go ahead and use it in today's recipe. So you're just going to go ahead and add your potatoes. I went ahead and I cut my potatoes in half, and these are those small Yukon Gold potatoes. I don't even know how to say it, but yeah. So what you want to do is just go ahead and have this sear, because you want it to get a nice crispy crust like on it. As you can see, they're all nice and golden brown and very crispy. That is what you're looking for. So you want this to cook for about 2 to 3 minutes or so forth, until you start to see all of your potatoes get that crispiness. Then go ahead and add a tablespoon of butter. I went ahead and added my chopped garlic to it, guys, at this point, along with my scallions. So now that you have the butter and garlic, and I added the garlic at this point, guys, because I didn't want my garlic to burn, so it's good to add it at this point here. So once you have that added to your pan, just go ahead and give it a quick mix before you start to add your seasoning. So for my seasoning, I'm going to be using a teaspoon of black pepper, some onion powder, about a tablespoon of each seasoning except for the black pepper, some garlic powder. I'm also going to be using some white pepper powder, about a teaspoon of that, because we already added the black pepper to it, along with some Maggi all-purpose seasoning. And no need to worry, guys. Like I said, I'm going to leave all the measurements in the description box down below. But again, this is seasoning to your liking, okay? So even though I may leave you the exact measurements, you still want to taste along the way and make sure that you actually like what you have. So once you have that added to the pan, guys, you just go ahead and let it sear down, and then you should have a nice crispy outer layer, but a very soft and delicious potato on the inside. So once you have this here, guys, at this point, your steak is going to be almost ready. So what you want to just go ahead and do, as you can remember earlier, we had chopped up some fresh parsley. Go ahead and add your parsley to the pan and just give it a quick shake. Be very careful in terms of stirring this a lot, guys, because you don't want it to turn into mashed potatoes or smashed potatoes. So just go ahead and give it a quick flip or toss very gently, just to get the parsley incorporated, guys. At this point, give it another taste for seasoning to make sure everything is okay to your liking, and then just set it aside and go ahead and wait on your steak. So as you can see, this is how we're looking right now. All right, so we went ahead and we took the steak out of the air fryer, and as you can see, oh my gosh, that air fryer did an awesome job. If you guys can see the crust on this steak, it is phenomenal. And I mean, I'm speechless. And if you all look at the bottom of the pan, you see it's still the juices from the steak. You can still use this, pour back on top of your steak if you want to, but this is all the oil and the juices from the steak, guys. So now that you have your steak out of the pan, what you want to do is go ahead and let it rest. All right, so I went ahead and I let my steak rest for about 10 minutes, guys. And what I'm going to do is just go ahead and get to cutting into it. My steak is a well done steak, and that's how I eat it. If you want it rare, it's going to be about 7 to 8 minutes. If you want it medium rare, it's about 8 to 10 minutes, and well done is going to be about 15 minutes in the air fryer. So I know, guys, most people eat their steak either medium rare or rare. I don't. So if you like your steak, whichever temperature you like it, just follow those instructions. So now let's go ahead and plate up today's dinner. So what you want to do is just go ahead and set your potatoes down in the center of your plate. Once you have that set out and you already have your steak cut up nicely, you're gonna just go ahead and place the steak at the top of your potatoes, guys. Once you have that evened out very nicely, just go ahead and add a little of your compound butter to the top. Clean up your plate very nicely and serve to those you love. This can be a delicious dinner for date night, special occasions, for your boo, for you, doesn't really matter. Just go ahead and try today's recipe, guys. If you like it, let me know. Leave me a comment in the description box below. I do hope you enjoy this video, and until next time, do have yourself a blessed and wonderful day, and do stay safe. Bye, guys.